very much for coming one more time here. Just wanted to let you know we have today Sunday recording, and we talked to Scott about it, and it's for our community, the Caribbean American community. It's a big deal. This initiative is history for us, so he's been following us everywhere. He's putting blogs, YouTubes, people are following us. So that's why he was here. Scott said that it was okay. Just wanted to let you guys know. For many of you, maybe you learned about Peru Village to the newspapers, and you realized that it may have taken you by surprise. It's just our first time. It is a very important thing for our community. So, by all means, he just wanted for you to let you know that this is our first time, so that's what we're doing. We did it, never meant to take you by surprise. We gathered over 800 support signatures, almost 900, among residents and businesses in the area in 2 days, in one weekend, when we went to gather the signatures for the city clerk. So we were very, very welcomed by people in the area. And we represent the Peruvian American community who is seeking to be included, culturally included in LA, one of the cities most cultural of the world. So we want to be culturally included, and that's why we are here. Now, I know that for many of you, you're saying, why here? Why in Hollywood? Many of you, maybe sometimes, I'm sure that all of you, once at least, have lost maybe your keys, your set of keys, and then you're looking like crazy, where are my keys? I have to go to work, they were running late. And all of a sudden, you found them, and they were there, just in front of you, all the time. You just didn't see them. Well, the Peruvian American community is that set of keys for the Hollywood district. We've been here for over half a century, for over 50 years, contributing to this area, to this neighborhood. We just have been unnoticed, because maybe the way we are, because maybe we haven't really made much effort to be public or in the politics or in the neighborhood councils. And we're here today to remedy that, because we realize that it's very important that we take part, active part, in the neighborhood council. Peru Village, we set the boundaries, proposed the boundaries between in Vine Street, between Melrose and Sunset, between Gower and Wilcox. And many of you, I think, that are thinking, because, okay, the restaurant Marius is here, Los Balcones del Peru is here, that's why. Well, that would be from the Laundry to Melrose, not from Sunset to Melrose. The reasons why we have set those boundaries is because, as history is very important to you guys, it's also very important to us. And there is a very strong piece of Peruvian history in that area. Back in the 60s and 70s, a large group of Peruvians settled in that area. And they came here looking for the American trip, for Hollywood. They wanted to see the movie stars. They came from Peru straight to California, straight to Hollywood. They said in that area because housing was affordable there, and because they could have hamburgers at the Hollywood Rancho Market with a taste of movie stars for 25 cents. Kenny McKenzie, Julie Reyes, Ruby Jimenez, with his granddaughter. There are 4 generations here, because she has a baby that hasn't come, that isn't here. He came here in the 70s, she still lives here, and her daughter still lives here. So, Peruvian Americans came here, and not only that, it became a symbol for what Peruvians it is to achieve the American dream. Kenny McKenzie came, he was dying, he got a motorcycle accident. He came to save his life. Okay, they operated him here, and he didn't have money to pay the bills. He was a poor guy from Lima, Peru. So he had to work at the copper skillet at Sunset and Gower, washing dishes. That was his first job. Now, he is the owner of the Florentine Gardens, among another nightclubs. He is part of the American team. He is Peruvian. Not only that, it is a Hollywood landmark that is protected and preserved thanks to him, to the Peruvian community, and other communities that help. Because for us, landmarks and history is very important. It's part of our genes. We have monumental landmarks. Not everybody has a Machu Picchu like Peruvian. So we know the weight of history, and for us, this area is part of our history. So a large group of Peruvians stayed here. Rudy's son went to the Christ of King school. They gathered at Cahuenga, the park with the swimming pool. They gathered at the Rancho Market. They had their car club there. Many of them worked as valet parking, like Pepe Leon, who worked as a valet parking. He has a picture with all these famous stars. He is now the owner of the Jose Antonio restaurant in Chaco. Julie Reyes is now the owner of Peruano USA, and she's a strong supporter of Peru Village. This was in January. Maybe somebody can pass it to them. And so that means that this was written in December, where it says Peruanos and landmarks in Hollywood. We haven't even heard the position yet. And we are talking about our Peruvian neighborhood in Hollywood. Is the date of this newspaper, and how important landmarks are for us, and how we preserve landmarks. So we are here to add. Like some people said, people come to Hollywood to see Hollywood, not Peru. But Hollywood is movie land. It's home for every culture. And it's definitely home for the Peruvian American community. The most iconic place in Hollywood right now is the Chinese Theater. People don't come there and say, oh, I didn't come to see China, I came to see Hollywood. But they go to the Chinese Theater, and it adds to the culture of Hollywood. It adds, and that's what Peru Village is proposed to do, to add, to embellish, to protect, to preserve. The opposition may think that it is an opposition, that we are opposed to his interest for the history of Hollywood. But if he thinks well, we are in the same boat, because Hollywood landmarks and Hollywood history will be protected, beautified, embellished, and preserved by the best partners that the Hollywood neighborhood have, that is the Peruvian American community. We have a history doing that. We also are part of the Bringing Back Broadway together, Bring Back Broadway to revitalize the Broadway district in LA. Since 2008, the Peruvian Consulate is part of that. I myself am part of that, many of us. Because we're here for that. We want to bring back the best. We want to give back. And it is so much that one person can do, or one business, but a community of business. That set of keys that has a community of businesses, education, culture, can add a lot to Hollywood. So I'm going to let Tanya tell you a little bit about the business.
Okay, and I'll try to go fast. It's very difficult to make a case in such a short amount of time, but I certainly did my due diligence. This is an important issue for many Peruvians, and it's important for you as well, and so I do want to give it the respect. We certainly want to become a partner in this endeavor and move forward to create a common goal. Over 60% of the constituents in this area are Latino, including Mexican American, Central American, and South American. Peru is a South American community. There's no exact numbers for Peruvians in this specific area because, like I had mentioned before, many of them don't identify themselves racially, but ethnically, and they're assimilated, they're Americans. And so on census, they don't identify themselves as Peruvians. But we do know that there's over 120,000 Peruvians on census in Southern California. Many other private organizations think that number is grossly underestimated. I believe so as well, even the consulate doesn't have those exact numbers. As Milagros was mentioning, where we're sitting here today, in a 20-mile radius, we're one of the most multicultural places in the entire world. And that's why a lot of different cultural enclaves, different cultural communities have established small areas to culturally identify themselves. Little known fact, by the way, according to the Los Angeles Times in 2009, only 2% of residents in Thai are actually Thai, and less than 1% are Ethiopian in Little Ethiopia. Just putting it out there. Each community has developed in unique ways, whether it's with established businesses, residents, or historic precedents. We have historic precedents. We're showing a slideshow in the back, just silently. There's nothing really to read, but certainly a lot of pictures, and you'll see it loop of pictures of Hollywood, and then just some others of recent community activities. Hollywood's economic health is dependent on many large entities in the area, specifically like Paramount Pictures, one of the largest employers, Kaiser Permanente, Children's Hospital. Many jobs are being shipped outside, though, of Hollywood because of what's happened recently in the economy. Paramount specifically has sent part of its financial department to Brazil, South America. Brazil is one of the largest growing economies. Peru is one of the largest growing economies in South America as well.
Tanya,
Yes.
we've reached 10 minutes, but I do want to give you another, 2 minutes.
Okay.
If we can do that.
All right, I'll try to
Because
rush
I know that there will be questions.
Sure, no, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott.
Just wanted to give you a sense of where we were talking.
Sure, absolutely. So what I do want to mention, in the packet, you'll see a list of businesses that are in the area that support, and also businesses that are planning to commit themselves, which include Ricardo Zárate, a famous restaurateur, international, Laguna Films, a bakery, construction, building company, other entrepreneurs as well that are planning to come. There's a lot of interest in this area. Local Hollywood government is trying to streamline costs for city employees. We know that there's a lot of issues, and we want to be part of increasing the tax base, like I had mentioned before. There's an online university looking to accredit. Education is another issue in the area. About 60% of the constituents don't have a high school education. Over 40% of Peruvians, 1 in every 3 Peruvians has more than a bachelor's degree. We're a very educated community, and so I feel like we can really make a difference in helping the community grow and push forward. So that's my spiel. I'm going to let Flavio just wrap it up.
I was just going to say thank you. I was just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We're here to add. After carefully listening to Milagros and Tanya, I'm sure that you will all agree that it's a win-win situation for everybody. Just take the time during the day, during the night, during the evening, just to take a quick look at the slideshow that we put together for you guys. And you can see our history. It's just to show you how deep it goes. We've been here since the 60s, and thank you so much for listening.